Good afternoon, Organization. Today we have a premium series episode on the Japanese F4U-1A Corsair. This is an aircraft that, I'm not going to lie, I've been struggling to get footage for this thing. Now, the problem isn't the plane, absolutely not, because this plane is incredibly good. The problem is the teams. I don't know what it is about this thing, but ever since I've been dragging it out to try and do this episode, it's been a nightmare to say the least. The plane's been doing fine, it's just the teams have not. And, yeah, it's not great. But unfortunately, that's just what Gaijin does, I guess. So the F4U, of course, is one of the more controversial premiums, same with the E7 in the Japanese tech tree, in the fact that these two used to be clubbing buddies, as I used to nickname them. Essentially, if you had at least one competent E7 pilot and one competent Corsair pilot, your team pretty much had a guaranteed win, unless the enemy team was full of attackers and just farmed every single ground target before they could do squat. But generally speaking, that doesn't apply to today. A lot of the players now are not so good, and yeah, I've had quite a trouble getting footage for this thing, but, you know, you have to at least keep trying, I guess. But let's skip anything that's unimportant, because there's nothing to really talk about with this plane. If you played the one in the US tree, you have played the, well, if you've played the one in the US tech tree, you've played this one, it just doesn't have a bomb rack. But, you know. Anywho, I will see you all in the first game. And after only about 20 seconds, where I literally just looked at my phone to check a YouTube comment, we get our first match on Corsun. Well, I say first match, it's actually been quite a few, but you get my point. Like, I've been trying to record matches for this thing for a while now, and the problem isn't the plane, as I said. It's the teams, and when your entire team collapses and you're being chased by mostly US aircraft, because it does fight the US still, point truthful right there, there's not a lot you can actually do against an entire team of Corsairs, P-39s, and yeah. But hopefully this might be the run that gets us a miracle, I guess. And then we can move on to China, because I know some people have been, well, I say some, very few people have been looking forward to China. Obviously, we'll be featuring the Hawk 3, the, what else is there? There's a H81, Chinese Key 45, and the Zero. Obviously, we're not going to be featuring the D510, that'll be done in the rollback, which I've explained before in previous episodes of the series. If you do need a clarification on what the rollback is, ask in the comments below and I'll answer it for you. It's very similar to how we do the Talisman series, it's just we're not doing what the Talisman series does, if that makes sense. But if you need clarification, ask in the comments below and I'll answer it for you. Anywho, since this is a 3-7 match, I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Well, welcome back. We're a few minutes ahead now. Main thing of note is we've already lost one of our bombers. We've already lost our Leo 451, which is not a huge loss, but of course it is still a loss. He almost got that base, but couldn't get his last bomb out, which is fair. I mean, he was getting attacked by multiple fighters. But otherwise, we seem to have settled in nicely up here. The SM-91 down there, though, not so much, and the problem is descending. Now, obviously, there is a bomber over there, which is a nice juicy target, but of course, that's not our priority target. It's a Chinese P-47, which will be the Razorback. So yeah, I'm going to ignore that. I'm not... Actually, no, there's two of them. I had to rethink my decision there. FK-480... Okay, they're definitely in a squad, so that's fair. Okay, this is a 3-man squad. Right, well, we need to wipe out this squad. They're in decently capable aircraft. It's just, of course, they're superior than the P-47 in some aspects, which we're going to put to work, so to speak. Now, of course, Condor's going to be last, because I am not afraid of Condor. I could care less about a fucking Condor. But looks like the fellow Jap sir on my team is coming to lend me a hand, which is lovely. Thank you, sir. I think he's going to go for the bomber first, which is the dumbest thing he could do, but we'll have to see what he does. There goes him. Yep, he's going for the bomber first. Bomb zombie, flying dead. Like, come on, man, you literally have a freaking chin bolt underneath you. You are lucky I'm here, otherwise he might have a shot on you. Hello, sir. Rip him a new arsehole. And there he goes. Easy peasy. I wasn't aiming for the pilot, if anyone asked. I was aiming for the fuel tanks, engine, etc. I wanted to just set the thing on fire and watch it burn. I could have very easily aimed up a bit higher for the pilot, but that's boring and unoriginal. Well, this looks to be a pretty much slaughter here. Let's just say that. That's 916, okay. Okay, so target priority out of this lot is probably the CW. I'm more afraid of a CW than I am of a Ki-43. So first of all, we need to slow her down, because the Corsair is not happy at these speeds at the minute. And I'm not afraid of a CW that doesn't have an altitude advantage. No crit or fire, that's completely fine. Kill assist, I'll take it. 2 planes left, one of which is that P-38 who went after the Leo at the start of the match. Again, completely fine. Bag ourselves a ground target on the way through. He's probably going to take the head on with the Yak. Couldn't quite get the shots on target. The rudder was messing me up there. Nope, that's okay. We're going to bring him up for the teammate. Right, Yak is all yours, buddy. There you go. Beautiful. That's the kind of teamwork I want.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't need to apologise, bro. That was your kill. That was your kill fair and square, my friend. Don't you worry about that. I honestly thought that was an enemy attacking us there. So the last guy is a bomber, but we have no idea where the fuck it is. Ah, it's a BF-110. Okay, that's not too hard to deal with. Let's go get him. I guess this is the match that gets this thing its own video, because, geez, this thing has been a bit of a rough stretch, which I wouldn't have thought that for this sort of plane, but unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes I get matches where the plane is normally done in like 1 or 2 runs. Sometimes... Oh, that was horrible shooting in that head-on. From me, not him. We're just going to ignore the fact that he missed... In fact, no. Focus on the fact that he missed more than I did. I don't care at this point. I can full send it. There we go. That's the kill. Yeah, no one notice the bad shooting on my part and focus on his bad shooting, yeah? Obviously not his tail gunner, that doesn't count, but even so. Not a bad result, 3 air kills, 4 ground kills, and 2 assists. Not a bad result at all. Not bad at all. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Like, that was definitely better than what I thought we was going to get, but, you know, that's just how it works sometimes, and as you can see, this thing still pays pretty well. And we even got a daily done, which is even nicer. But of course, as I said now, we are moving on to China. Obviously the D510C is here, that's for me to keep track of, but this will be replaced by the Ki-45 here. So you won't see this aircraft yet, in the series at least. But obviously the review of this thing is still to come, so it's kind of stupid for me to include it if the review is not even out yet. So yeah, it will be out before this thing obviously would get featured in this series, but still, just wanted to reiterate that point. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it for today. The next vehicle in the series will be the Hawk 3 for China. This is going to be a fun one, because I love this plane. Is it the best plane in this BR? No. Does it carry an incredible bomb load for its biplane status? Yes. And most importantly, is it agile? Yes. And is it good in Ground RB? Also yes. So I'm looking forward to taking this little fella out. But anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it for today, and I will see you all on the next one.